Hello, racing folks. Very good morning to you all. Very warm welcome to my channel again. Thanks for watching. It's for Bangalore 10th March 2023 card, folks, of 7 events. 3 or more are, I think, no whip races. It's typical card after the classics and the derby and the invitation. This is what happens. Very mediocre average horses are sort of running, but maybe in the paddock, hopeful to find some good each way kind of winners, folks. Going straight to the races, folks. The first race is the Narmada Plate. It's a 1800 meter race, folks. 1809 furlong race, and it's class 5 on to top it. Normally, I try to stay away from these kind of races. There's a horse called Bruce Almighty. Is running at a top weight of 62, and great Mr. Srinath is riding. A dead weight is not a problem because Srinath himself is a 56 kilo guy. I think he gets my first vote. He has run a decent second last time in class 4 in an 1800 meter race. If the odds are okay and the fitness is okay, then body weight is okay, then maybe worth a small bet, folks. Southern Aristocrat is another one who kind of comes into picture. The rest of them I don't know much. I think the race should be between 1 and 2. My vote goes towards Bruce Almighty, folks. Srinath is a good jockey today. He has good mounts also. Second race, folks, is the Black Caviar Plate, 1200 meters for the maiden 3 years old. Folks, the maiden 3 years old record this year has been very poor. Lots of favorites have lost, including yesterday's Pace's Great Filly. So I'd be leery to bet a favorite in this. Horse number 1, Champion's Way, is very well bred, half brother to Castle Bridge. He's also working very well. Same thing with number 2, Mars Go Well, however you pronounce his name. He's also working very well. And there is a horse called Good Tip. His dam was Mahateji, was a very good racehorse. If he's kind of fit, my paddock view very important for the baby. I kind of decide in the paddock. The third race, folks, the Ted Fordyce Plate, 1200 meters for 5 years and over, and it's a first no whip race, folks. Tiger returns, ran a pretty decent race last time, now gets a Srinath. He is me very much in the thick of the things. He tried to steal the race actually. Then there is a horse called Mystical Markaba. It's a S.N. Harish and Narayan Gowda horse. You have to be very careful in watching the betting trends. They do fool people. They bet some, then they eat, they do this, they do that. You have to be betting at the last minute. Actually, today there are 2 S.N. Harish horse. He is a big time better, but not so reliable from punter's point of view. But if the mucho bucks comes, then the horse normally walks, folks, over. So kind of decide in the paddock sort of a race. There's a horse called Silver Swift who may place. The race number 4, folks, the Ashwapriya Plate. Again, it's a no whip race, 1200 meter race. There are few horses that come into the play, folks. There's a horse called Montalina. Only problem with Montalina is the 404 kilo horse. Most of you know, I don't like lighter horses. My barometer is 420. 420 is the idle weight. But he runs a good races. It's trained by Irfan Gotala. Kind of watch the betting. Then there is a horse called the Inheritor. That is Sharad Kumar. Again, you'll have to watch the betting on the horse. Otherwise, it is goes on non-job. But there is a horse here called Super Kind, folks. He has won 2 races without whip. Gets a Trevor, I think Trevor has only one mount. So Rajan Agarwal brings him just to ride this horse. And he's a decent horse. He won very impressively twice, and then was nowhere, and then last run was okay. There must be a reason for it. Trevor to fly down just for this race. So uh, keep an eye. I would definitely keep an eye on the super kind for sure. Race number 5, folks, is the Zenyatta Plate Division 2. Zenyatta brings a lot of memories, folks. She was a great racehorse. The only horse who would dance in the paddock and win by many lengths, even though lying last and all. Those who remember her, a real racehorse, folks, a real racehorse. Anyways, this race also is class 4, but the horse is more like class low class. There is a horse called Arrowwit. He, I think, on money favorite. He lost last time. Trained by Ataoli. Ataoli puts blinkers on him. That should make a difference. I think she should run a decent race. There is a horse called Macron. Macron was bet down the first time. It's owned by Pradeep Anaya, trained by Pradeep Anaya. Today it's been gelded, and it is first run, so I'll keep an eye. There is a horse called Defining Power, again S.N. Harish horse. Narayan Gowda trains. Keep an eye on the betting trend, folks. Arrowhead looks a decent bet to me, if he looks fit in the paddock, that is. And another one, it's okay. The next race, folks, again it's a no whip race. Race number 6, the Ted Fordyce Plate Division 1, 1200 meter race, folks. This race looks like the most open race of the day, folks. There is a horse called Divine Blessings. He comes into picture. There is a lot of run, starry wind, air display. It's a few horses, depending on the fitness in the paddock, maybe a place bet is advisable rather than even Baltimore always looks well but doesn't really run the way it's supposed to run. Anyways, kind of decide always. These are my just pointers, folks, as most of you know now. My tips are after the paddock. You can come on live, the same channel. I promise you, maybe trying to find a winner who will cross the wire, maybe not that easy. But for sure, I can tell you your choice is going to win or not. You can ask me on the channel. There is a button there, you can press it. The last race, again, Zenyatta Plate Division 1. I think the race should be between Ataoli's 2 horses, folks. Suleiman is a very smart trainer, in my opinion. There's a horse called Disruptor. Now, Disruptor ran in a derby also, and he ran some decent races before. Again, top weight is a concern. The race should be between Disruptor and Zarwich. Zarwich is also trained by Ataoli, Suleiman. And there's a horse called Emma. Emma is a light frame horse, less than 400 kilos, but she's kind of a moody galloper. If she's in mood to gallop, she gallops. It's very simple as that. All said and done, folks. Keep an eye on Srinath Mounts. Ataoli has last 2 races as a decent race horses running. I think 1 or 2 should win. Superkind gets Trevor. He has won 2 races without whip. That is the advantage. Those are the ones who kind of come in. Even the first horse of Srinath looks very good on the paper. Thanks for watching, folks. You have a good one. Gamble sensibly. Track is not that great shape. Horses are not that great. All said and done, small bet would be advised. Sacred Creator also, last race is also S.N. Harish horse. He also has 3 horses, but they are big time gamblers. You have to be very, very smart to figure out their, you have to handicap horses, then you have to handicap their brains, then you have to handicap their bookies, all sorts of issues are there. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye. Take care.